Welcome to Edu Classroom. In this tutorial, we will learn about types of substances. Let us first talk about division of substances. Substances are divided into two categories: pure substances and impure substances or mixtures. Pure substances are further divided into two categories: elements and compounds. Impure substances or mixtures are divided into homogeneous mixture and heterogeneous mixture. In pure substances, let us first discuss about elements. It is the purest form of matter which cannot be broken down further by any physical or chemical reaction. Example: oxygen, hydrogen, sodium, nitrogen, etc. Elements are made from the building blocks, that is atoms. All elements are represented by their specific symbols like O for oxygen, N for nitrogen, Na for sodium, etc. A total of 115 elements are known till now, out of which 92 are occurring and others are man-made. Element consists of metals and non-metals. Metals have luster, conduct heat and electricity, are sonorous, and malleable and ductile. Malleable means that they can be drawn into thin sheets, and ductile means that they can be drawn into thin wires. Example: sodium, calcium, iron, magnesium, etc. The other category is non-metals. These are the elements that are not lustrous, sonorous, they are poor conductors of heat and electricity, they are neither malleable nor ductile, they are brittle, means they break when they are added. Example: carbon, oxygen, nitrogen, sulfur, etc. Now let us discuss about compounds. Compounds are the pure substances that are by chemical combination of atoms of two or more elements, that is, through chemical reactions. For example, water is a very common compound. It is made by combination of hydrogen and oxygen atoms, ratio of 2:1 by number of atoms. So water is H2O, 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. This is known as symbolic representation of compounds. The characteristics or properties of compounds are different from those of their constituent elements. For example, oxygen helps in burning and hydrogen burns out, but water puts out the fire. Now let us understand what are mixtures. When elements or compounds are mixed and no new compound is formed, it is called a mixture. For example, a mixture of sugar and common salt or table salt is a mixture. A mixture of sugar and water. All these are mixtures. Mixtures have properties similar to those of their constituents. That's why when we add sugar in water, our water tastes sweet because it is a mixture. Mixtures are divided into two categories: heterogeneous mixture and homogeneous mixture. Heterogeneous mixtures are the mixtures in which we can distinguish between the constituent present by our naked eyes. Example: mixture of sand and iron. When we see a mixture of sand and iron, we can easily distinguish where is sand particles and where is iron particles. Same is the case with oil and water. Homogeneous mixture is the mixture in which we cannot distinguish between the constituent present by our naked eyes. Example: mixture of sugar in water, alcohol in water, etc. Now let us first understand about solute and solvent. When a homogeneous mixture is formed, the component present in mixture in greater amount is known as solvent, and the other component which is present in lesser amount is known as solute. Now let us understand what is solution. It is a homogeneous mixture in which liquid is the solvent and solute, which can be solid, liquid or gas, solute particle should be of the order of 10⁻⁹ meter in diameter. Example: salt in water. The properties of solution are: it is a homogeneous mixture, constituent particles is of the order of 10⁻⁹ meter in diameter, the solute particles does not settle down when kept undisturbed, the constituents cannot be separated by the method of filtration. Now let us understand what is meant by concentration of solution. Mass of solute present in unit volume or unit mass of solution is known as concentration of solution. Mathematically, concentration is defined as mass upon solute upon mass of solution into 100, or concentration is equal to mass of solute upon volume of solution into 100, Multiplication by 100 means that we are expressing concentration in percentage. Now let us understand this concept with the help of an example. Say we have taken a 100 milliliter solution of sugar in water, in which 5 milliliter is of sugar, sorry, my mistake. We have taken 5 in this 100 liter of solution of sugar in water. 5 gram is of sugar and 95 gram is water. So concentration comes out to be 5 upon 95 into 100%. Now let us understand what is suspension. It is a heterogeneous mixture in which liquid is the solvent and solute particles should be less than or equal to 10 to the minus 5 meter in diameter. Example, sand in water, etc. The properties of suspension are: it is a heterogeneous mixture. Solute particles should be order of 10 to the minus 5 meter or less than this. The solute particles settle down when solution is kept undisturbed. The constituent particles can be separated by filtration. Since the particles are big enough, that is less than 10 to the minus 9 meter, they can scatter light. Now let us understand colloidal solution. It is a heterogeneous mixture in which the liquid is the solvent and the size of solute particles should be of the order of between 10 to the minus 5 meter and 10 to the minus 9 meter. Example, milk, mud, etc. Properties of colloidal solution. It is a heterogeneous mixture. Solute particles is of the order between 10 to the minus 5 meter to 10 to the minus 9 meter. The solute particles does not settle down when kept undisturbed. The constituents cannot be separated by filtration. They can scatter light.